I'm ending my marriage because I'm in love with my best friend.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
I am married to a man, and we have been together for 14 years. Our relationship has been on the rocks for a few years. I have been questioning my spicy proclivities. I've always been bi, but I've been discussing with my therapist and have confided in my husband and friends that I may just be a lover of women. By the way, this comes from user Lamnesia, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/okstorytime subreddit. I'm Dakota.
I'm Angie.
And we're here to give you good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. So if you would do something different, let us know in the comments. NOP says, during my last therapy session, I had my husband join, and I told him I think I only like women. He said that everyone has to make sacrifices, and that if I could give him a chance to be the best possible version of himself before deciding it's not him, and that I am really just a lover of women, that would be ideal. I agreed because I feel I owe him this. Obviously, I care for him deeply, and he's my family. I have not discussed any of this with my best friend, since she is friends with us both, and she knew him first. We have a strict boundary that we don't discuss my marriage, like I would with my other friends. My best friend, who is also a lover of women, just canceled the trip we had planned all year. She told me she felt uncomfortable. Later that night, after my husband sent her a message out of his own free will, saying he thinks she's making a mistake by losing her best friend, she told me that she is in love with me.
What?
Uh-oh.
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 She's like, oh, now that something can actually happen with me and my love, we cannot anymore.
He might have been in love with you the whole time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was absolutely speechless. She asked for nothing in return. I am absolutely devastated. I adore her. I have a stable life in another state from her, and we only get to visit in person a couple of times a year. I have secretly been denying my own sane feelings about her for months.
Oh no.
You just love women. You love this woman.
Yeah.
Hey. The thought of losing her makes me want to vomit. She is my soulmate. I never in a million years thought this would happen. I always thought I would never have to face these feelings because it is immoral to have them. Uh-oh.
Aww.
Ring, ring, ring. It's the Catholic Church?
Question mark? Perhaps.
It's the a lot of potential
Any other churches?
candidates
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
The fact I developed these feelings and have such a deep connection with her at all, I was willing to live the rest of my life as her best friend. But now that she confessed this, I feel like there's no good option. If I blow up my life, there's no way she would ever be able to be satisfied, logically, because even though it's been a decade of my marriage being on its last string, a decade? I thought you said a few years. She will probably always feel like she caused it. She'll feel like a bad person, and she'll feel like I'm a bad person.
Well, I feel like we're jumping to a lot of conclusions.
Yeah, you might as well start jumping rope, because you'd be jumping.
Yeah.
On second thought, the thought of losing her seems impossible. I can't sleep. I'm scrambling to figure out what to say. I asked for time to process and asked if I could reach out again, and she said yes. I am this close to telling my husband that there is no life I can imagine without her in it, and jumping on a plane to see her. To be clear, we have never been intimate, flirtatious, or crossed any lines in any way. I met her through my husband, and we instantly clicked like I have never experienced in my life. Neither of us has ever been in this situation before. In your opinion, is there any situation where we live happily ever after? Do I have to let her go and think about her for the rest of my life? Would you blow up your life and get a flight to go see her? I'm so sorry, and I hope this isn't triggering. I know that lovers of women have a history with bi and women loving, questioning women, not choosing them, and seeing them as just a fling. This is not that. I am gutted and devastated.
Boy.
There's a lot there.
There's a lot to unpack here, for sure.
I think your life is already blown up. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
This has happened. You have had these thoughts and these feelings, and that's it. It already exploded. There it is.
Oop, there it is.
Oop, whoop, there it is.
Yep.
You either live a lie and full of regret until that inevitably kills your marriage, or until that inevitably ends your marriage, or you just go see your girl.
Yeah. Well, there's just a few options here. That's all.
My husband is being an amazing support while I've sobbed over her for the past 12 hours. I feel like absolute trash. Any advice, please? There's an update. Yeah, I think your husband supports you, and however unfortunate it is, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think that's great that he supports you. And I think, I hope that you're working on accepting yourself in therapy, because obviously there's some internalized, problems there. So I feel like, if you get those out of the way, then hopefully you'll be able to live happier with this. I feel like you're also jumping to so many conclusions about how she feels or would feel in this situation.
Yeah.
Like, if she's in love with you, I'm sure she wouldn't feel like the worst person for the rest of your lives. Like, maybe for a little bit, if she even does feel guilty for breaking up your marriage.
Yeah.
But
And you said you've never talked to her about it, and you also said that it's been on a string for 10 years.
Yeah.
So
you're just making a lot of guesses. So I would talk to her, talk to your husband, talk to your therapist, talk with yourself.
Just go be a woman lover. Yeah, go do it. Update. First of all, thank you so much. I found nothing but warmth and comfort in the woman lover subreddits, and you have all been extremely supportive and helpful. I told my friend I felt the same. I told my husband this. It is over. He was upset and now bargaining. It's extremely painful to have to continue to tell him this isn't a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Not only do I prefer women, but I also have feelings for my friend. Even without my spicy proclivity in question, we haven't been happy. We've had happy moments, of course, and we love and care for each other, but I know this is not for me and not for him. I want nothing but to be friends and amicable. I want all the best for him. I will split everything with him. He can have our babies. I want him to have the best life in the world. I just know it's not with me. That might be doing a little too much there.
Maybe hang on to your children.
Yeah, maybe don't just be like, I'll be a birthing unit for you.
Yeah, like, here's my sacrifice is that I don't have to see my children ever again. You can keep them. It's like, no, probably want to see your kids.
Well, I don't think, do they have kids? I think what she's saying is that, let me see. Let me just, okay. 14 years. I haven't seen anything about the children. I think what she's saying is like, yeah, when me and your friend want kids, you can be the one to make the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Say that sentence again, because I did not get that at all.
We said we've had happy moments, blah, blah, blah. I want all the best for him. I will split everything with him. He can have our babies. He can have our babies.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean.
But they don't have babies.
After she said, like, we can split everything, he can have our babies, that made me think, like, I guess you would...
Well, that's the opposite of splitting.
That is. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
I'm pretty sure she's saying, I want to split all the marital assets, and then he can impregnate me.
I really don't want that to be the truth.
Yeah, which is what I'm saying, like, hey, now, maybe let's just break up and go our separate ways. You can want the best for him, but you don't have to, like, mid-do this. I don't know.
You could be right. I just really don't want to jump there. I just want it to not be true.
I'm sure we'll probably get some level of clarification.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't just be like, yeah, you can just be a baby making unit. Anyway, I want him to have the best life in the world. I just know it's not with me. As for my friend, we aren't running off together. We have therapists and lives and successful careers. She doesn't seem to be going anywhere, and that makes this process just a bit easier, albeit excruciating. I know in my heart I did the right thing the right way, and that this could be the beginning of the rest of my life. Thank you again. And there are some comments, and I do think there's no way they have kids. No mother is going to be talking like that.
Yeah.
Being like, this is the first day of the she'd be like, well, I'm going to co-parent my children with this guy.
Right.
Not just, you can take the babies.
Yeah, my brain is really just so in denial of that. And I'm just like going to ignore that whole part of the story.
She's just trying to cope and come up with like a, yeah, I'm going to, I know this sucks for you, so let me give you, like, whatever. Let me give you the sweet end of the deal. It's like, I don't know if that's that.
But if she's realizing that she loves women, I doubt she's just going to be like, well, yeah, I'll still, like, boink my male.
Maybe she means, like, they'll do, like, an IVF or something with his...
Maybe.
With his juice.
With his...
Ugh. All right.
Yeah.
Comments. Hashi says, if I blow up my life, there's no way she would ever be able to be satisfied logically, because even though it's been... Okay, quoting back, you're the only one who can decide what to do, but please respect her own choices. She is her own person, your friend. Yeah. She can decide what to do. Don't undermine her choices just because you think they will make her feel bad. She confessed to you. She must have thought that that's what's best in this situation. Please respect this and don't make your decisions based on an assumption she'll regret her choice. OP replies, thank you. You are right. She is an intelligent and emotionally mature woman. She would not have told me this for no reason. She was adamant that she has no intention to do anything about this and essentially is stepping away. My gut and my heart want to go get her. Hashi replies again, this is a big decision to make, and I can't and won't tell you what to do. You should probably give yourself some time to calm down before making it as well. Not because you're making a mistake by wanting to go to her, but so that you can make whatever decision you'll make with a clear head, at least as much as possible. I can only imagine how emotional this situation must be. Take full responsibility for this. It's a big thing, and you owe it to yourself and to her. But I will also echo what the other commenter said. Someone that you love loves you back. This is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Yes, it's also difficult in your situation, but it's not bad. For you, just wanted to put that out there. I mean, really, it's not bad for you, and it's not really your fault. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
This is really bad news for your husband.
Right.
But
It's gonna suck to hear. I'm sure he doesn't, want that to be the case. I mean, like you said earlier, he's trying to get you to give him a second chance, but you don't have to feel like guilty for that though.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay that this is happening, and it is good for you. It's bad for him. OP says, my next therapy session is on Friday. Should I wait until then and discuss with my therapist and have a clear decision, or should I make sure first if it's even an option on her mind to let me choose her? Like, ask if she would even want that. The first one, right? Is that's the right way? I don't want to do anything that would be disrespectful to her or the person I'm married to. From the moment I met her, something in me told me this is my person. I would have lived the rest of my days without confessing this. Hashi replies again, can't say if you should, but if you want to wait until that and feel it will help, sure. There's probably no harm in doing this. Just don't leave her hanging for too long. I can imagine she's dealing with emotions similarly intense to yours right now. Especially since you have a strict boundary of not talking about your marriage, so she doesn't know that it wasn't doing well for a long time. I can imagine she thinks right now that she's going to lose you. And yeah, I don't think you should ask her if this is an option first. She loves you, she told you so, she already made her step. Imagine you ask her if she would potentially be willing to be with you, and then you decide against it. Pillowtastic says, I will split everything with him. He can have our babies. Fine, okay.
We're getting
Here we go.
Please.
You're taking half your furniture, but leaving your kids? I'm confused. OP says they're dogs.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way she's just going. Wait. There's no way she's just going to be baby making machine when she just realized she's a lesbo. Like,
And they're dogs. We have 3 of them. He is very bonded with 2 of them, and I know that as much as it would pain me that he would need the support, and they're his babies as much as they are mine. The house and furniture and everything is mine, so what I mean is I'll give him whatever he wants, fairly, and split monetarily. I was the breadwinner, and he was my employee with minimal tasks, so I supported us both. He basically will not need to find another job or anything, and would be set for a good while. So it's not like he'll be scrambling to survive, and will likely live in his parents' house rent-free so he can build a life himself. And by the way, we have built a large reservoir of full episodes with stories like this one on your favorite podcast platform, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Just search OK Storytime.
do it.
And you can listen to every last one. Do it. But we have an update here from 1 year later.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I think I hope that you can do this with a clear conscience.
Yeah.
And, hopefully your ex-husband will be able to recover from this. I think he'll be all right. He'll have the dog.
So?
He'll have the doggies.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, you know what women love?
Dogs.
A divorced guy with some dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine.
You're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
All right. 1 year later, this past Saturday, I proposed, and she said yes.
What?
Oh. All right. Lesbo marriage. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know if was that a fet? You say it.
Lesbo marriage. Let's go.
This has been the happiest year of my life. Thank you, everyone here, for your support that day a year ago. Life is amazing. And she had a ring on it. And that is the end of that story.
Wow. Okay, well, fairy tale, happy ending.
We'll have a good old GAY marriage. You know what
Yup.
I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
A good
Marriage. An A-gay marriage.
An yag.
An
Yag.
a
Did
yag.
you say it backwards?
Yag.
Guys, we're only doing that because sometimes algorithms want to take away all of our monetization for saying that word out loud,
Yes.
which is crazy. And
But
someone
maybe
should
not
do
lesbo.
something about it.
Absolutely.
Maybe not lesbo, though.
Maybe not. We'll find out.
We will find out. Yag marriage.
Yag marriage.
Yag marriage.
Let's go. Yeah, I feel like if, I don't know how the husband is or ex-husband is doing, but hopefully he's chilling.
And we shouldn't really, to be honest, for a while, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah.
I mean, me personally, I would like to know. OP does not need to know.
Yeah, like, and OP was talking like, oh, this is, really important. I think for both of you, a very clean break is probably for the best.
Yeah. And I don't even know if they got that if he works for her a little bit. She mentioned
Worked. I'm sure he'll be finding a new sub, whatever.
Right.
But
because she just mentioned he'd be fine for a little bit, and I was like, well, so is he still gonna work with you
you gotta live with
or
mama
for you? Yeah.
and papa.
But that was a great story. We got the end of it. Sorry,
Right.
that was a stressful time for you, though.
Yeah, that was a lot to deal with.
Yeah, but that story's over. We've got another one. My best friend said he deserved me more than my boyfriend.
Your best friend trying to be your boyfriend.
Ooh. Trigger warning, mentions of physical altercation. So, my 21 female friend of 10 years, Mark, 23 male, called me yesterday to meet him for lunch and that he had something important to discuss with me. I had free time, so I agreed. I met him already there and joined him. We had lunch and then we talked a bit about random things. By the way, this comes from Besties, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/okstorytime subreddit. And I'm Angie.
I'm Dakota.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers, all right? We just know what we would do in the situation, but let us know what you would do in the comments. So, OP says, then he cleared his throat and started speaking. He first told me that he didn't understand why I was dating my now boyfriend when he's a better match for me. I asked him to explain.
Explain yourself, sir.
He basically went on about how he liked me first and he met me first. He's more good looking. He knows me better. He's taller than my boyfriend and more successful, which is not true in a way. My boyfriend works aside from growing up in wealth while Mark's entire life is funded by his parents' money. LOL. He told me he doesn't understand how I could be with him when he's always been around waiting for me.
I gotta say, it's crazy that this guy's technique is just like, well, first of all, I called dibs.
Right. I met you first. So,
Yeah.
when we're looking at the timeline, it's just first in, first out.
Literally,
Or last in, first out.
literally everything else aside, dibs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dibs.
Come on. I was out of words and asked him if he wanted me to be honest, to which he said yes. I told him that I would never want to date him, given how I've seen the way he treated his past girlfriends. Let's go! Let's go! He ghosts them when he feels like it and just expects them to be there waiting. I told him he's too immature and irresponsible for me and that dating him would be exhausting. I also explained that the reasons I mentioned was why over time I started putting a distance to our friendship. Because I didn't like the way he treated the women in his life. When I was done, he was just quiet. He just excused himself and left. Yeah, he tried to ghost IRL.
He's like, you excuse me, I have some women to reach out to I haven't spoken to in months.
Right. Oh, you've reminded me. There's some women that I met before you.
There's another woman I have dibs on that I'm going to reach out to now.
Right. Later in the evening, our other friends started asking what I did to Mark and that he's been a wreck since he met me for lunch. He's drinking and not telling anyone what happened. Yeah, because he just got his butt handed to him in that conversation.
Yeah, well, like, I just
found out I'm a terrible person, actually. Let me deal with this.
I found that I need to change my behavior.
Yeah.
Why don't I just destructively drink and make this other
Right.
people's fault and problem?
Right. And I'm so not surprised that what she said about his dating life is the case after he said I call dibs and I'm also taller and more successful because my parents have a much money.
I'm taller and my parents are richer.
Yeah. It's like, okay. He definitely seems like a red-pilled alpha male type.
And again,
Yeah.
I called dibs.
Most importantly, he was there first.
The sacred right of me first.
Finders keepers. I explained to them what happened, and they are saying that I was harsh and that I broke him, blah, blah, blah. But I think someone had to tell him the truth. So, Reddit fam, am I the a-hole? And there is an edit, but I have to say, no!
No.
Definitely not the a-hole. I am so relieved that you just, like, smacked him with that honesty. Because no one tells these people that. No one tells them the truth, and you did. So, thank you.
Yeah, you took the cold water and you went.
Yeah. Yeah. If they think it's harsh, then they can date him, I guess.
Yeah, why don't you date him?
Yeah. Well, I think you treat women terribly, and I don't even want to be your friend because of that.
Literally have distanced myself from you already because you kind of treat women bad.
I see nothing wrong with that. Edit. I am so overwhelmed by the comments in a good way. Most are really funny. I've been laughing so much. I woke my sister's baby. I've sent my post to my friend, not associated with Mark, and our group chat is blowing up with more laughter. But in all seriousness, I'm thankful for the great comments and people giving advice on my safety. I'll definitely be more aware of my surroundings going forward. I don't know Mark is a violent person, but then again, this incident has proved that I may not know him like I think I do. Mark is currently blocked from everything. Our mutual friends who were supporting him and calling me out are also blocked. And this is also a learning lesson to me to distance myself a lot more quicker next time I see red flag in future friendships. And we do have some comments here. So, one commenter says, and all his bragging about himself is superficial, shallow stuff. OP is right. He's too immature and self-centered. It sounds like he's never had to earn anything for himself. How did he think this would go? She would say, gee, you're right. How could he be so foolish? Oh, then he could tell her she still had to earn his love? Ugh, just gross. Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. She'd be like, oh my gosh, I've never been told that by you before. All I needed to hear was that you called dibs on me.
Right. Let me leave my boyfriend that I'm in love with to date you. He's the typical rich boy who thinks we should all bow down to him, but if we are to remove his parents' money, then he's got nothing to his name. Another commenter says, why doesn't she like me? I'm literally the most perfect guy. I'm a really nice person. You're a bad person. Cue a self-absorbed existential crisis that has nothing to do with you, but you will be blamed for. OP responds, very self-absorbed. He makes everything about him and always wants to one-up his friends. I'm definitely dropping him and the people supporting him.
Yeah, can you imagine getting sorry for yourself after you betray one of your friends? I'm assuming that he knows OP's boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Goes and tries to just steal someone's girlfriend, and then when she's like, hey, no, your behavior's kind of trash. I mean, look at what you're doing right now.
Right.
Plus, I've seen the way you treat women, and you treat them poorly.
Like, you're such a bad person. I don't even want to be your friend, let alone girlfriend.
I can't
We are.
believe this to me.
And then he's like, hey, Mom, can I have some money to go buy alcohol?
Yeah. Mom, I need $800 to go to the bar and buy the most expensive bottle.
Yeah, because I'm sad. We do have an update from 4 days later. Hello, Reddit family. I don't know if anyone will find this. We have. But I did get a lot of comments and great suggestions on my first post, so I feel like I owe you an update, lol. So, a couple things have happened since then. After some people mentioned concerns about my safety, I took it to heart and told my sister and her husband, I live with them for now, about the issue. It was also just in case my ex-friends were to stop by the house, since they used to do that sometimes. Since there's a baby at our house, my sister's baby, they thought having cameras was not a bad idea for everyone's safety. I also told my boyfriend, since some of you were worried about his safety too. He's a fit guy and has security at his house, so he'll be all right. On Friday, I went to a birthday party with my boyfriend for one of his friends, and everything was going well until I saw one of Mark's sidekicks. Let's call him Ben. I passed him without saying anything, and he just looked at me. I told my boyfriend that he was there, and we decided not to let him bother us. An hour later, I saw Mark talking to the birthday girl. I wasn't surprised they knew each other, honestly. Most of us went to the same primary school and stayed connected through the years. Then he made his way over to us, smiling like nothing happened. He went straight to my boyfriend, extended his hand, and said, I'm Mark. You remember me, right? And you must be the boyfriend. My boyfriend shook his hand, being polite, of course. Then Mark said in his most annoying voice, can I borrow her for a second? I just want to talk. Okay. 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 You're asking some guy's permission to speak to his girlfriend when she's right.
Yeah, can I talk to your property?
Yeah.
Just for a second, I promise.
I just need to like really quick offer your property another price for being her boyfriend. Really quick. Is that all right with you?
When people talk like that, you gotta just be like, can you run that by me? Can you say that one more time?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can you say that again? I must not have heard you.
Right. Who are you talking to? I have no power over, who you're going to borrow or who is going to let you borrow them.
Be like, is there a reason I shouldn't let you talk to my girlfriend? Because I can think of one right now already.
Yeah.
Just having met you.
Right.
Which I guess they didn't know each other. They did not know each other first, but I guess he knew.
It did say,
of him.
I'm Mark, you remember me, right?
Well,
so maybe they have met.
I think he was saying that to OP.
No, that was to him.
Well, because then he turned to...
He went straight to my boyfriend, extended his hand, and said, I'm Mark. You remember me, right?
Oh, okay.
And you must be the boyfriend. So maybe they didn't meet, but...
And you must be the boyfriend.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's either, like... There's two different
I imagined,
options.
and you must be the boyfriend was like a pivot, but I think you're right. No, you're right.
Yeah. Either way, if they've met before or not, that's a like totally D-bag thing to say. And like very pompous is the word that comes to mind, but I feel like that's wrong. That's not the word I'm...
He's saying that being like, and you'll say yes.
Yeah.
What if you just go, no?
Yeah, no.
No, if you have anything to say, you can say it right here.
Exactly. So he asked, can I borrow her for a second? We just want to talk. I immediately shut him down and told him to leave us alone. But he didn't. He persisted for a full minute, and when my boyfriend told him to leave, he tried to take my hand by force. My boyfriend, already annoyed by the whole situation, slapped the arrogance out of him. Mark tried to fight back, but my boyfriend hit him in the face. The security people were called and took him out while he shouted, and we left after explaining the whole thing to the birthday girl. My boyfriend dropped me off at home and left immediately, and you can immediately... After this story, go to find full episodes of more stories just like this one on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, or whatever your favorite podcast app is. Just search OK Storytime.
Yeah.
And there is a little bit more to the story, but he's just following all the stereotypes.
What an absolute loser.
Yeah. He like tried to steal her away. First of all, he's still not said one word to OP and is trying to take her away to talk to her. Whatever he thinks is going to happen with that conversation. And then when security comes, after he was the one that's hit, like security takes him away and he's like screaming and crying and being pulled out of there.
Well, yeah, of course, the security's like, what happened? And they're like, oh yeah, he tried to just like drag OP away against her will. So I stepped in and stopped him. And they go, oh yeah, we're going to kick him out of the party.
Yeah, and he's probably going to be like milking that so hard. He's going to be like having a giant ice pack on his face and like, oh my God, he hit me. And is just going to play the victim card so hard.
The guy has no idea. He never gets told no.
Yep. Until he does.
You're going to get told no by my fist.
Boom. The next day, Saturday, a video was sent to me of Mark being taken away by security while people were laughing. Nice. I guess somebody was filming. The person who sent it was one of Mark's ex-girlfriends. Her message said, served him right. So yeah, that's where we are right now. It's been quiet since yesterday, but knowing Mark, he'll definitely try to pull something on my boyfriend. My boyfriend is not one to resort to violence, but Mark had it coming. Honestly, if it wasn't him, someone else would have done it. Commenter number 1 says, not the a-hole, bro. You literally set boundaries and he refused to respect them. Your boyfriend protecting you equals normal. OP says, thank you. He'll definitely appreciate this. He's still sad about me witnessing that side of him, but I've assured him that I'm not bothered. Mark crossed so many lines. Commenter number 2 says, security came, and if they thought your boyfriend was a problem at all, they'd have hauled him right off alongside Mark. They knew who the a-hole was, even though they are complete strangers to you. Your boyfriend shouldn't be sad that you had to witness that side of him, any more than he should be sad for you to see him take a crap. He just did what he had to do in an unfortunate situation.
I would be sad for that.
If your girlfriend
don't watch me do that. I'm sorry. That I would be like, I'm so sorry I had to see that. That's no.
OP says, I'll show this comment to him. And you're right on the security part. Mark wasn't even invited. The birthday girl was just being polite when he showed up after Ben told him I was there. Ben needs to grow a spine and stop being a puppet. And that is the end of that story. But yeah, I think your boyfriend is totally fine. And the fact that he's like embarrassed for you seeing that side of him is like kind of sweet. It's like
Yeah.
he didn't even do it out of like in an like an invalid situation. Like he was protecting you.
Yeah, he wasn't fishing. He was like,
Yeah.
he did what needed to be done.
And he like gave him a warning in a way too. Like he started small and then brought out the big guns and then brought out the big powers.
No, you grab my girl by the hand after being like, let me talk to her. And she goes, no.
Yeah.
And then you grab her by the hand and try to pull her away.
Yeah.
You're getting the people's elbow, sport.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But that's the end of that story. We've got another one coming right up.
Yes, we do. My best friend tried to ruin my wedding because she wasn't the center of attention.
Ooh, we got a wedding crasher. Let's go.
I, 36, female at the time, was in a 4-year-long relationship with my boyfriend, 36, male. We had been living together for 3 years when he proposed, and of course, I said yes. By the way, this comes from user PurpleHaze1186, direct from the r/OKstorytime subreddit. Woo! And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKstorytime subreddit and submit them there. I'm Dakota.
I'm Angie.
And we are here to give you good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we would do, so let us know what you would do in the comments. As OP says, 1 week after the proposal, he started to feel very ill, and I took him to the ER. He was diagnosed with a terminal kidney disease and had to be hospitalized. That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
It was so hard for us, especially because my fiance's family lives in another country, and I don't talk with my family for reasons related to my childhood and issues that happened long before I met him. So basically, it was just us and my dearest friends who were very supportive. Once he was released from the hospital, we started planning a small wedding with 30 people and chose to get married in 4 months. I asked my group of friends, 8, to be my bridesmaids. I didn't choose a maid of honor because all of them were very supportive and were helping me with all the wedding prep, except 2 of my friends. I understood perfectly because both of them had babies for the first time not too long ago, and I know that being a new mom can be overwhelming. Turns out my bridesmaids created a group chat in which I was not included. This will be important later to plan a surprise bachelorette party for me. A month before my wedding, my friend of 23 years, one of the 2 new moms, started sending me messages and calling nonstop. She was fuming because as they were planning the bachelorette party, someone asked who could bring the cake to the party. She replied the next day saying that she would do it, but someone had offered before her, and they informed her of that. She was telling me that the other bridesmaids were dismissing her and not taking into consideration any ideas that she gave. She was answering hours or days later. Hey, dum-dum. You're blowing the surprise bachelorette party, right? Wasn't it a surprise? Did I think that wrong?
Actually didn't catch it.
Yes, surprise bachelorette party.
Come on.
Hey, ding dong, you're blowing the surprise, all because you didn't answer a text thread fast enough.
Bro, can't be doing that.
She said they needed to understand that she was a new mom and she didn't have time for all this. So why are you demanding you need to make the cake?
Yeah, what?
And then running to OP to spoil her bachelorette party.
Right.
You're crazy. I told her I had no idea because I wasn't even aware they were planning it because it was supposed to be a surprise for me. Remember? But she kept on saying mean things about the other bridesmaids and told me that they could all go F themselves.
Oh my God.
Then she said if I didn't say something to them, it would mean that I was a bad friend just like them and that I could go F myself as well. Well, bye-bye, bye-bye.
Great way to get yourself uninvited from the whole wedding.
Hey, friend of 23 years, time to turn you into my ex-friend of right now.
Right.
Right now. Goodbye.
Hunting.
Taking you out of the wedding. First I would be like, are you okay? What's actually going on that's making you act like this?
Honestly, because it can't just be just a child. I mean, like, I know that sometimes, like, in the first year, like, it can be so difficult with your baby, but, like,
yeah.
Also, like, is it that bad? Like, do you need help? Like, is it really that bad that it's driving you crazy like this?
Yeah, where are we at with it?
What's going on?
So I ended up asking her not to attend the bachelorette party if that would make her uncomfortable. She told me that she wouldn't go and that she didn't even want to be part of that circus and that I was a joke for having those types of friends and that I was an attention witch.
Oh my God.
Okay. I was so hurt and offended by all the mean things that my friend was telling me. I told her that if she really thought all of that, she shouldn't attend my wedding either. because it was a very special day for me and my fiance, especially because once he got diagnosed, we didn't even know if he would make it long enough for us to get married. That's why we planned the wedding in 4 months. I wanted to enjoy all the wedding planning, my bachelorette party, and the most important day of my life, our wedding. I would not allow her to make my wedding about her and take away my joy of getting married to the man of my dreams. She was furious and told me that I effed our 23-year-long friendship over some, okay, well, that didn't get edited. Quick note, editors, that this needs to get censored.
This was also in prepared. I don't know if it means.
No, it should. I mean, it
should have been.
Yeah, it should have
We've
been.
had a few stories like that.
It should have been a little
yeah.
censorinoed.
Censor the words, please. Thank you.
She was furious and told me that I effed our 23-year-long friendship over some see you next Tuesdays, and she blocked me from social media. The wedding day came shortly after, and it was a beautiful wedding by the beach. Needless to say, it was very emotional for us, including our guests, because all the people there were close to us and knew how much this meant for us. A few weeks after the wedding, she unblocked me from social media, only to tell me that she regretted being my friend for so many years.
Oh my gosh.
And that she realized I was not worth it, and that I never helped her like she helped me. Not even sure what she meant by that, because I was the one that was always there for her. I even let her stay at my house when her dad booted her out for smoking the devil's lettuce. She said she was only my friend because she felt sorry for me because I had no other friends when we were in junior high. And that was true. I had no other friends because I was an introvert and self-conscious. And so many more hurtful things. And by the way, it would never hurt for you to listen to more full episodes with stories like this on your favorite podcast platform. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Just go search OK Storytime. And you can listen.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a little bit more story left, but honestly, it just feels like someone who's really just like hurt themselves over something and like is just taking it out on you because they have no idea how to cope with whatever is going on in their own life.
Yeah, something is going
Yeah.
on. Like for all of this like just come out of the blue, that's crazy. She's being so harsh and has so many like strong opinions about what all of the people around OP.
Yeah.
And OP herself.
I feel like it's got to be like the kid having the baby. The baby is just overblown, overloaded her nervous system, and she's just thrashing and taking it out on people around her.
Must
being like,
be.
well, you don't understand what it's like to be a mom. I couldn't provide this any faster. It's not fair that I don't get to make the cake, and you don't know what I mean. You're not helping me at all, and I helped you so much more. Blah 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 blah.
Like I wasted 23 years. Like that is just so wild. I wonder if like in a year or something, she's gonna come back and be like, "Hey, I'm really sorry for how I reacted. This was going on." And then you'll have to decide whether you want to accept that apology or not. But who knows if that's what is even gonna happen?
Yeah, I would honestly just be like, "Hey, I don't know what you're going through. I wish you the best. I hope whatever it is, you work through it. But I think we should probably stop talking and seeing each other for a while.
Yeah,
because the things that you've said are pretty unacceptable."
Yeah.
But let's finish this story. I just told her I felt sorry for her because I knew that if she continued with that attitude, she would end up alone and bitter, and I blocked her. I know from mutual friends that she's been stalking me with fake profiles, but I haven't been in contact with her since then. This happened 3 years ago.
Okay, so we're getting no apology text after a year.
No apologies from her. After the wedding, my husband's illness got progressively worse over a 2-year period.
I thought about that part of the story.
Yeah. Due to the hemodialysis and other issues, sadly, he passed away last year from a heart attack.
That's tough.
Dang, I don't know. I'm caught between that's terrible and also it's beautiful that you got to spend that time together as a husband and wife.
Yeah, could be both.
I was with him when it happened, but I treasure in my heart the wonderful 6 years that he shared with me, and the last 2 being as husband and wife. Of course, one of the most beautiful memories that I have is our wedding day. And by the way, tomorrow would be our 3rd wedding anniversary.
Aww.
And that is the end of that story.
I forgot about that plot line, that story.
My emotions. Well, it's beautiful though.
It's beautiful
and sad.
Very sad.
Beautiful in a sad way.
Yeah. But I am glad that you guys got that time together. I think that's very beautiful. But yeah, screw that girl though. Screw her.
She sucks.
She sucks, dude.
She sucks.
I'm glad she wasn't there ruining your actual wedding day. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hearts to you, OP. And what a beautiful but sad ending to that story and the episode.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Yep.
But that is the end.
That is the end.
So if you love us, make sure you subscribe.
We love you.
And see you